What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna go over these crazy effects that you guys saw in the intro. These effects are from my new pack that I just launched today on bambispacks.com. To celebrate that I'm opening the website, I'm putting the pack at 25% off. This discount won't last that long, so make sure you guys grab the pack while the discount is still there. And this pack is super simple to use, guys. I'm gonna show you guys how easy it is to take some elements from my pack and create some crazy trippy visuals from it. So without further ado, this is the effect that we're gonna go over today. And once you guys are ready, let's jump right into After Effects. So in After Effects, I got my clip that I want to use right here. This is a clip of Uzi on the moon from one of the latest Lyrical Lemonade videos. So what I first want to do is duplicate our clip. So what you want to do is highlight your clip and then press Ctrl D. This is going to duplicate the clip, and then what you want to do is double click on the top one to go into a layer, which it says right here. And from here you can click the man with the pencil brush right here to open up the rotor brush tool, and then you want to trace the person that you want to isolate, because we want our effect to be behind the person to make it stand out even more. So just make sure that you guys are the most accurate on the first frame, and the rotor brush is going to do a pretty good job to track it. So just make some adjustments along the way, and I'll see you guys when I'm done rotor brushing. Once you're done rotor brushing, make sure you guys go down here and click the freeze button once you're done. Now we can go back to our composition, and then we can hide the bottom layer real quick and see if we need to fix up on something. So what I like to do is increase the feather on the left side here just a tiny bit, maybe up to 8, and then just drag the shift edge in just a tiny bit. So that's pretty straightforward. So once you guys are ready to add some effects, we can go into our pack, and then what I first want to do is go into the shocks folder. What I like to do is just look through these and see what kind of look I'm going for. All of these are different in some way. For this example, I'm going to use the Trippy shock cotton candy and drag that onto After Effects. So once it's in After Effects, what I want to do is set the blending mode to screen, and then go down and drag the element between our rotor brush and our background right here. So you guys can see now we have the effect between our rotor brush and the background. So as we go through the clip, we can see some crazy effects that's happening right here from the pack. This is gonna make a boring clip stand out a lot more and make it pop for the viewers. So I'm gonna drag my Trippy shock a little bit to the left and make it start a little popped out. As you guys can see, as the clip goes on, it's gonna explode outwards and then create some trippy visuals. So let's spice this up a little bit more. We can add some more elements. So I want to add this one right here, the Trippy shock virus rainbow, and then drag that onto After Effects. And then again, I want to set the blending mode to screen and then drag the effect between our rotor brush and the background clip. So just for demonstration, I'm gonna hide the one that we put before, the cotton candy one, and then just see what we have to work with. And this one is also quite trippy and has a kind of a liquid aesthetic, which I think looks pretty cool. So we're gonna combine this one with the one we had before. So I'm gonna enable the one we had before again, and then I'm gonna drag this one just a tiny bit more so that we can see it in the beginning right here. So you guys can see we have the liquid blue cotton candy one, and then we have the one we just added outside of it. As you guys can see, as we scroll through, it blends quite well with the one we had before and just enhances it a lot more. So let's go back to our pack once again, and this time we're gonna go into our explosions folder, and you guys can look through these and see what kind of explosion you guys want. But for my example, I'm gonna use the fast cyan purple flare and then drag that onto After Effects. So it's super easy. Once again, you guys just set the blending mode to screen or whichever one you think looks good. And once again, I'm gonna put this between our rotor brush and our background, and for demonstration I'm gonna hide the two other ones we placed before just to see what we have looks like. So you guys can see it's kind of a particle explosion right here and looks pretty cool. So I'm gonna have this explode out like this as Uzi is flaring his arms. So I like the timing of this right here. So what I'm gonna do is duplicate our explosion just once so it stands out a little bit more. You guys can see it becomes more vibrant if you duplicate it. I want to do this for my example. So this is how it looks for just with the particle explosion. This is how it looks with the two ones we had before. You guys can see we have some crazy trippy visuals right here. So just to top it off a little bit more and make it extra spicy, I'm gonna add some of my snakes that I made. So what I want to do is find the one that I like, and for my example I'm going to use the snake 33% cotton candy right here, and then drag this onto my After Effects. And then once again guys, super easy, just change the blending mode to screen or whichever one that you guys like, and then place it between your rotor brush and the background, and that's basically it. So real quick for demonstration, I'm gonna just hide the one we made before and just find a good timing that I like. So I want it to happen a little bit later, so like this looks pretty dope. So I want it to go from the top left corner and top right corner, and to do this it's super easy. Just change the rotation as you want and then scale up the clip. Just click on your layer and press S to bring up the scales and then drag it up. So you guys can see our effect is gonna go from the top left and go to the bottom right. So it's gonna go like this, behind Uzi and then go out. And what I actually want to do is go back to my snakes and then find a 66% one, which is going to be a little bit bigger than the one we already had. So I'm going to find, for example, ultra green wavy, drag this to my After Effects, and then once again just change the blending mode to screen or whatever one that you guys like, and drag it between the rotor brush and the background. And then you guys can see here's our snake. You can just drag it wherever you want it to happen. So I want this one to happen as this one passes by Uzi. So I'm going to drag this one a little bit forward like this. So as the blue one is almost finished, I want the green one to pop out. I'm going to change the rotation to make it go from the bottom left to top right, and it's super easy to do. Just change the rotation, this one, and just scale it up a tiny bit like this. So now you guys can see it's going to go from the bottom left and then to the top right. So as the blue one is finished right here, the green one is going to pop out. So like this is perfect. So let's see how it looks with all the other effects that we added, and then just let it play out. So I think I want my first two effects to start a little bit later. I'm going to drag those forward a tiny bit like this, so that the effect is going to last a little bit longer. So let's see how that looks. Alright, I like that way better. And then one final thing I want to do is duplicate my particles, the purple, pink ones right here, and make them stand out a little bit more. So I'm going to duplicate them twice again, so now it's going to be more vibrant. So let's see how that looks now. I think I actually want to make my green snake start a little bit earlier, so I'm going to drag it backwards a little bit and then just make it last towards the end of the clip. And I think that they were missing something towards the end, so I'm going to go back to my pack and then look at my explosions and then find one that I like. I'm going to add my fast cyan purple flare and then drag that to my After Effects. And then once again guys, change the blending mode to whatever you want. Drag it between your rotor brush and the background. So now you guys can see we have the blue particles happening right here towards the end, which I think looks perfect for our scene. So with a few simple steps, just dragging our elements to our clip, changing the blending modes, and then just adjusting them how we want, we got something that looks like this. Thank you guys so much for watching this far. The link to the pack will be down in the description. If you guys liked the content that I posted and want to show some appreciation, this is probably the best way. And if you guys make something cool with it, make sure you guys DM it to me on Instagram, because I want to see what you guys come up with. And I think that there's some really cool possibilities with this pack. There's so many elements and there's so many combinations that you guys can use with these. Possibilities are just endless. It's all up to the creativity and how you use the pack. And I'm sure that you guys can come up with some crazy looking effects with this. So once again, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys drop a like and subscribe to the channel. And also follow my Instagram, because I'm posting fire content there a lot. And as always, I'll see you guys in another video.